Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913 and we are Let's Playing Syberia. In the last episode, we caught up to this fellow here who is the guy who stole Oscar's hands. So now we gotta figure out how to get him back. Let's talk to him.
Listen, obviously all this has been just one big misunderstanding. So you're going to give me Oscar's hands back, and we are going to get out of your city immediately.
Out of the question. I must have these hands. That is all.
So let's introduce ourselves.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkoltsgrad. Or what is left of it, at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station without authorization?
I didn't choose to stop in your station, but my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American lawyer.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Wow, she's getting
Right. And what brings you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch.
Alright, let's talk about a mission.
I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time, here in my factory.
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkoltsgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning.
Really?
When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age, that is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
Creepy.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
Oh, boy.
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
Now we gotta get her
I
back.
promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, actually. Now we open this thing so we can go over there and look. This is a creepoid. He's creepy.
This whole story is completely nuts.
100%. So,
And what if I helped you to make some other hands just for your automaton?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need? And I very much doubt you are in any position to create such a perfect pair of hands.
yeah, you're right.
You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design. A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
Yes, he does, I
Your
guess.
passion amazes me. Have you designed any other automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ. I adapted an existing model, a reject automaton
In the
secretary.
window.
I
Huge
reconstructed
organ.
it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long ago.
So he hasn't been here in a while.
When you stepped on the train, you were trespassing on private property.
Yes, you were.
Everything in this city, sweet lady, belongs to the state. And to all intents and purposes, the state in this city is me.
My train is not a part of this factory. And besides, we never would have stopped here in the first place if its engine hadn't needed winding.
That's true.
Well, as long as your train is at this station, it may be requisitioned and used for industrial purposes.
Oh, we
Out of the question. And I forbid you to do so.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't have to. Perhaps we can maybe come to some kind of agreement, my sweet lady.
So yeah.
I hope so. And fast.
So we're pretty much done here.
Please, excuse me. I have to go now.
So be it.
So creepy, creep.
It seems this monorail is controlled from somewhere else.
Let's go in the room, check out that shrine, see if we can find information about this lady Helena, huh? Oh wow. Look at this, huh? She's old. Damn. What do we have here? We have this book, and look at this book. It's her as a youngin'. She was pretty young. She was good. She's got a record, although it's cracked. So she sang for the people. And, yeah, she must have been, Yeah, look at that. She sings good, and then she... Frank Malkovich. So she went to America. Oh, she's done singing. Apparently she's done, but... Oh, look at this. She doesn't live there then, huh? Dear Helena. And then this guy, he's writing to, he's writing to her, but she's not around. Interesting. Is that it? Alright. So, what do we do now? So, what we have to do now, actually, is use the cell phone and call up Kate's mom. Because if you remember, she's dating a guy named Frank. And that same Frank is the guy in the...
Hi, Mom?
The thing.
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply gotta get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, I didn't really can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, the music here...
Come on.
Calm
tell
down
me,
music.
Mommy, what's up? No way I'm calling Dan for you, if that's what you want.
No.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
Yeah, John Malkovich,
That's
right?
right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
Yeah, where is
You mean
she?
he's...
Oh, looks like you knocked boots, huh?
Oh, you do? Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great. Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
Yeah, where?
1 second, Munchkin. Do you know? Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Oh, what is... Oh, okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arlbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And, well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. Thanks again. Catch you later.
Alright, so now that we know that she's in Arlbad, we need to figure out how to get there. Is that close to this place? Hell if I know. Let's go tell the director. Or the I'm gonna call him Creepy Creep. Let's go talk to Mr. Creep. Tell him we found his woman. Now who?
Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all.
I can't believe I still have
This
signal
business
on
just
here.
keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Yeah, you are
Really?
pretty dumb.
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state
Oh my
again.
god.
You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
I think so.
Well, it's true. I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Way cooler than if I was
I
with
see.
you.
And still no Hans Swirlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan.
Ooh, hugs, no kisses this time. Uh-oh. Looks like those two are on the downhill. Let's talk to this Jack.
Director,
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
Alright, let's talk to about
From my
Arabal.
research, Helena Romansky is living in Arrowbad.
Hopefully.
Arlbad. Helena Romansky is in Arlbad.
You know the town then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arlbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor has gone, along with all the generals and colonels, all washed away with the sea.
Oh, a tsunami.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
Yeah, I guess.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
Ah, this town sucks. How do I get there? Let's see. Ask about the mission and exit control room.
How can I get to Arrowbad?
Yeah.
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You
What
mean you're
drunk
not
old fool?
alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it.
Oh, just like at the
But
wall.
he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
Yeah, you should.
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going. Wish me luck.
I am counting on you, Miss Walker.
This guy sounds more like Dracula than anything. Now we can go on the monorail. 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 Alright, is the monorail? Did I just get on it? Oh, another phone call. Jeez.
Hello?
Her roaming is going to be
Hey.
terrible.
Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia, great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arrowbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
No one
Not
understands what
really.
you're talking about.
Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Like a robot.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Comcalsgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
Because you sound
I
like a
don't know,
weirdo.
just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Man, I thought you were supposed to be my best
Well, it
friend.
means that I had a drink or two with Dan, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that,
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
Wow.
no, not dating, Kate, just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
Sure.
What would I do without you?
Yeah, you're probably borking
Oh,
him.
you're jealous. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldberg. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care.
Alright, looks like Olivia's knocking boots with Dan. How about that? Alright, so here we are at this area. Let's go up here. I don't think we can go over here. Or over here. So yeah, here we are at the Cosmodrome or Dome or whatever the hell. This place is pretty large. God damn, it's big. Actually, let's hold on a second. Let's see. Anything else I need to do? Let's see. Look at the panel on the right and get the Vorarlberg key. Is this the rocket here? Probably want to go over here first. Oh, here's a guy. And you know what? We're going to save this for the next episode. So this has been Kenshin 1913. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.